It's time for another myth-busting Monday. As it's episode 14, we'll be looking at 14 myths. First off, I want to apologize to Zach Mash. At the start of my last video, I said that the first myth suggestion was the best we'd ever had, ever. Turns out, Zach has been asking for this myth over and over and over again. My soul weeps when you called the question I've asked multiple times since Jonah was released the best question, then credit the person who asked it most recently. I'm sorry, Zach. Genuinely, I hadn't seen your suggestion before. I hope this segment makes up for it. Let's get going!
Aren't you forgetting something? You're playing DBD without a VPN? Oh god!
Has this ever happened to you? Well, it did to me. Had to stop my whole stream. When playing DBD, your IP address may be attainable by malicious actors. They can then use this to DDoS you, overwhelming your bandwidth with traffic so that you can't use your internet. The only way of properly protecting yourself against this is to use a VPN. Enter today's sponsor, Atlas VPN, who, by the way, are running a pretty extreme discount right now with a 3-year subscription costing only $1.39 a month. What's a VPN? Why should you care? Allow me to explain. Atlas VPN allows you to route your traffic through their servers, preventing your IP address from being publicly accessible. Their platform was developed by top cybersecurity specialists and has more than 6 million users worldwide. Not only will you be protected in-game, but you'll also have ads and malware blocked. All trackers and malicious links are filtered out, and you're notified when someone is trying to steal your data. You can access the best deals from online shopping and pay subscription prices based on geolocation, which are often significantly cheaper than what you're paying right now. Not only that, but it barely alters your network speeds. Usually get about 40, 36 is fine. My upload speed hasn't changed. You don't have to worry about your content streaming or gameplay being negatively impacted. It's a full-on win-win-win. It's also strikingly easy to use. It's just install, one tap, you're done. And guess what? Like I said, they're currently running a huge discount. You can get a 3-year subscription for just $1.39 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This will not last forever, and you can get the deal by clicking the link in the description or in the pinned comment below. You can bleed out in a trapper's bear trap. This one was submitted by Relansis. Speaks for itself, doesn't it? I'm sure this is a thing that can happen, but I've never seen it happen before, so let's take a look. Level 3 Insanity helps to charge Diversion. This one was submitted by Moises Vera. The Doctor's ability puts you into tiers of insanity. His add-ons, Calm Class 1, Calm Class 2, and Calm Carter's Notes, have you hear a constant illusionary distant terror radius when in Madness Tier 3. Diversion, meanwhile, gains a charge when standing within the killer's terror radius, but will it charge when within the illusionary terror radius? Blood Favour activates. Blood Favour activate. I can't say. Blood Favour activates on Deep Whoop. Deep Whoop. Why am I struggling? Look, right. It's 20 to 9 in the morning. I'm recording this. Blood Favour activates on Deep Wound Downing. This one was suggested by Plague Boy Man Guy Dude Person. When inflicted with a deep wound, you must mend before the timer runs out, or you're downed. Hex Blood Favour, meanwhile, blocks all pallets within 32 meters of a survivor who goes down at health state. But will it still trigger from a deep wound downing? Blood Favour activates when using a mori. This one was suggested by Drift. Alright, so how about a mori? As that technically isn't a health state change, unless dying to dead counts. Blood Favour activates when stepping in the Trapper's Trap. This one was suggested by Helsus. I think we ought to make this the last Hex Blood Favour activating myth. We've got enough evidence now that any health state reduction will cause it to proc. But, as one last hurrah, let's find out if it activates when getting trapped. No Mither triggers blood favor at the start of the game. Okay, what? One more. Last one. This was suggested by Kanishk Singh. No Mither causes you to be both injured and broken for the entire trial. But does it trigger blood favor as you spawn in? If no Mither activates in the same frame that the survivors load into the game world, then this would make sense. Let's find out. Overcome activates when escaping a bear trap. This one was suggested by sodium chloride. Overcome activates whenever you become injured, as stepping in a bear trap is similar to going from healthy to down to injured, or potentially in code is a health state in itself that switches you to injured when you break free, will overcome activate after escaping. This is similar to the way that adrenaline used to trigger when you got off the hook if you were hooked when the exit gates got powered. So that's why I've chosen this one, because I think it might work. First track will activate from a stakeout skill check. This one was submitted by Michael Vallis. Or Vales, or whatever. I'm sorry, Michael. First track gains 3 tokens each time a survivor other than you is hooked. On completing a great skill check, all tokens are consumed and a 1% progression bonus is applied for each token gobbled up. I wrote that down. I thought that would sound right. It doesn't sound right. Look, I've explained the effect of fast track about 100 times in the last year in videos. So I'm just trying to figure out ways to make it fun for myself. Stakeout gains a token. Every 15 seconds, you're within the killer's terror radius without being chased. When completing a good skill check, a token is consumed, and that good skill check is considered instead a great skill check. But will Stakeout's transformation of that good trigger fast track's token consumption? Fast track tokens are consumed when you hit a brand new part skill check. This one was submitted by Handy Tard Phase. Previously, when investigating the depths of fast track's potential, I found that when succeeding at a brand new skill check, all fast track tokens were consumed with no additional progress being applied. This comment from Christopher Provenzano, however, suggests that this is no longer the case, and so I figured it was worth investigating once again. Enduring reduces the stun effect from Blast Mine. This one was submitted by Ash. Enduring reduces pallet stun duration by 50%. That's such a simple perk ability compared to what we're used to now. It looks strange, seeing the tooltip only being one line of text. Damn. Blast Mine, meanwhile, allows the survivor to set a trap on a generator that, when kicked, explodes, blinding the killer and stunning them, but will Enduring reduce the usual stun time. Pebble can go through walls. This one was submitted by Pro Meth Goblin. Oh, I'm gonna have to blur that profile picture, aren't I? Diversion allows you to throw a pebble. But can this pebble go through walls, or does it collide with the first solid surface it comes across? The end of that sentence sounds like a reference to the profile picture that I have to blur. Just to give you a little hint of what that is. The red stain is the killer's field of view. This one was submitted by Tox. Another really interesting one here. The red stain is designed to show what the killer can see, or at least where they're currently looking. But does it actually represent the killer's field of view? Let's find out. This survivor is standing just out of the red stain. You can't use Repressed Alliance on a generator with another survivor's blast mine. This one was submitted by Warder's Board 514. I think that the theory here is that a generator can only have one status effect, if that makes sense. I'd love to see some sort of output of what the attributes of a generator look like. It might be that status effect is a string, which would mean that it can only contain one effect, or is entity blocked and is trapped might be two entirely separate variables. Let's find out if you can have the generator both trapped and blocked by survivors. You can kill the artist's crows with head on. This one was submitted by Faddy. If you walk into the artist's crows, you become swarmed. But what happens when hitting against them with head on? Will they get destroyed and not apply swarm? So there you have it. Another 14 DBD myths busted. If you have any suggestions, check them in the comments with the word myth somewhere in the content of what you post. Today's Q&A question comes from Rob Henschel, who asks, what color is your toothbrush? A big thank you to my £8 patrons, Mr. Leaster, Channel Manager Chipstar878, and Godfather Bobby. Also, a thank you to Joel Brook, Michael Wren, and Kurt Gardner, who have newly joined this month too. Cheers, fellas. If you want ad-free early access to videos occasionally, and to be given deep insights into my plans and video creation process, then consider chucking me a few quid over on Patreon. Or don't. That's fine too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.